Hello everybody, it's Paul Hurst here, Life Stories at Lunch, and I'm joined by a very special guest today. On a sofa here, we've got Alan Whiteside, who's from Wildfig Media. First of all, Alan, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
I'm an organic SEO consultant. Been operating in the web industry for around 20 years now, and we've seen the trials and tribulations of so many people trying to get to page 1 of Google, which is where everyone wants to try and be at the end of the day. But there's only 10 places, so you can imagine how difficult that is.
So just to break this down for our viewers who know very little about what we're talking about. So SEO stands for?
It's search engine optimization. It's the natural organic results that one gets on the search engines when you look for when you type in your query. Not the top 4 positions, because that's paid advertising. But the ones that appear below that, those are the organic results.
So I'm searching for something on on Google, type it in, and there's this massive kind of algorithm behind it all. And what you do, what you specialise in, is making people's websites appear further up that ranking. Is that, in a nutshell, what it is? Or
we do. We will get you the best ranking possible. And there's a number of factors that actually go into that. Everything from the amount of social media, the amount of activity that one gets, the architecture of your site, the content of your site, how well your competitors are doing. I think ultimately at the end of the day, people are asking, why aren't I on page 1? And I think if you look at that, you say, well, if we look at the first 10 pages, what are the other 99 people doing that you're not? What is the difference? So there's this competitor analysis that we do. We look at what do they do differently that you haven't been able to do yet. And in that way, we can give you a strategy as to your road to page 1.
Now, this fascinates me because aside from web development and things like that, I think there's some concepts in what you're saying there about looking at what your competitors are doing and thinking about the sharpness of your message, essentially, and how well your message is packaged. That is the general life lessons, aren't they? Not just lessons for social media or web.
They are. It's about having a plan, having a strategy, looking at where you want to go and what steps you're going to require in order to achieve those. You have to have ways that you can measure that. So there's lots of software available that we can do that, and in that way we know when we've reached certain milestones. A lot of stuff can be done by yourself, but at the same time as that, it has become a highly competitive market. So to get insights from specialists is probably, let me put it this way, if you see SEO in your future, you want to get to page 1 and save yourself a lot of money in the long run on advertising, you have to have a strategy in order to get there. So the only thing I'll say is invest wisely, look for people that can assist you, mentor you, and use the knowledge to the best of your ability.
And I think some of it as well is just being aware of the complexity of the market and not being foolish, not making the mistake of just thinking, oh, it'll be all right, but actually putting in place a strategy.
Absolutely, strategies are important, and it's like most life lessons, play by the rules. On the last large Google algorithm change, 5 million websites were manually penalized. They just disappeared. That's not a good place to be. To overcome a manual penalty is not very easy. More recently than that, with the Google AI algorithm, they've had recent changes where you're on most sites now, it's your mobile site that determines your ranking. That does not mean that if you don't have a modern site, that you're going to disappear, but it does mean that your ranking may slip.
So it's these little bits of information that help people get ahead in the game.
Correct.
When they're planning their company website or their course website or church website or charity website.
Absolutely.
And what other tips would you give? I know we've gone on here, but what kind of bullet point tips would you give to people out there who are looking to boost their rankings within Google search engine?
Look at your keyword strategy. You're not going to get there for everything. Look at the words that your competitors are not ranking highly for. Have a search strategy on those. Look at your content. It's not just about good content. Answer the questions that you think your clients are looking for. make it structurally correct, make sure that all your heading tags are there, and make sure that your site structure is correct, that Google can read it, and at the same time as that you're looking at those reports and saying, are these changes that I'm making, are they making a difference? Am I getting to where I need to be?
And of course there are people out there, experts such as yourself, who'll gladly sell that service.
Yes.
You're from Wildfig Media. I know it's a service you provide.
Yes.
But I just want to say thank you very much for sharing some of that kind of to the Life Stories at Lunch audience. And in closing, as we were both saying there's some similarities in strategy between thinking how powerful and potent your message is and how you're getting across to your audience, and using all of the strategies that are available out there. Alan, thank you very much for your time today. We wish you all the best, and to the team at Wildfig Media, and we'll hopefully see you again soon here on Life Stories at Lunch. Take care.
Thanks very much.